You know, there's a kind of music all around us. And no, I'm not talking about what's in your headphones. It's hidden in the very words we speak and read every single day. Today, we're going to learn how to hear the music in your words.
So think about it for a second. That song you just can't get out of your head, or maybe a line from a poem that really stuck with you. What is it that they both share? What's their secret sauce? Well, the secret is a kind of hidden music. It's a rhythm, a melody that isn't played on a guitar or a piano, but it's built right into the words themselves. And we're about to figure out not just how to hear it, but how to create it ourselves.
To get started, we need to open up what I like to call your very own poet's toolkit. Think of these as the instruments you're going to use to make your words absolutely sing.
Okay, inside this toolkit, we've got 4 essential tools. First up is rhyme. You know this one. Words with similar sounds at the end, like night and light. Then there's rhythm, which is like the heartbeat of your words, that da-dum pattern. Next is repetition, and that's just using the same words over to really make a point, like I will not give up, I will not. And finally, we have alliteration. It's a fun one, repeating the same sound at the start of words, like soft C swirled silently. Put them all together, and your words suddenly have energy, and they're way more memorable.
All right, now that you know the tools, it's time for a little pop quiz. Let's play a game and see if you can be a sound detective. I'm going to give you a line, and you see if you can spot the tool being used. Ready? Okay, detective, here's your first case. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What's the sound device that makes this tongue twister so fun and, well, tricky to say? I'll give you a second.
If you said alliteration, you are spot on. It's that repeating P sound, right? It just bounces all the way through the sentence. See? Once you know what to listen for, you can't miss it. Awesome job.
Ready for your next clue? Listen to this one. The wind won't wait. So what's the tool that works right here?
Yep, that is repetition. By saying the wind over and over, it creates this feeling of urgency, doesn't it? It feels like the line itself is rushing forward. You see how powerful that is? Okay, last challenge for our sound detective. Listen close. Leaves fall tall in a golden hall. What is it that's making that line sound so melodic and, so complete? And that, of course, is a classic rhyme. The words fall, tall, and hall all chime together with that same sound, and it just ties the whole lineup in a perfect little bow. Fantastic work, detective. Okay, you've totally mastered the individual tools. Now, let's see how they work together, how they play off each other in a full poem. This one's called River Talk. Just listen. Rush, rush, rush. Whispers splash the shore. Around the bend, the rapids roar. Slick rocks glisten. Soft moss sways. And fish start fast in watery ways. So let's break that down piece by piece. It kicks off with that repetition, rush, 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 which immediately sets this fast, energetic pace. Then you get that perfect rhyme with shore and roar. And did you catch that subtle alliteration in soft moss sways? See how it all blends together? It doesn't just tell you about a river, it makes the words actually feel like a flowing, energetic river.
So we've seen how these tools work, which is pretty cool. But this isn't just about writing cool poems. This music inside our language has a much deeper purpose. So let's talk about why our words and how we use them truly matter.
Take a look at this number, 26. Just 26. Now, what in the world could that have to do with the music in our words? It seems totally random, I know, but trust me, it's actually a huge clue.
Because 26 is the number of times the phrase, His love endures forever, is repeated in a single chapter of the Bible, Psalm 136. This is such a powerful example. It shows us that repetition isn't just a gimmick, it's a profound tool for worship, for memory, for hammering a truth deep into our souls. The Psalms were meant to be sung.
And that really points to this incredible idea that God actually designed our voices and our language with music built right in. That things like praise and poetry were always meant to go hand in hand. The musical potential in our words, that's not some happy accident. It was put there on purpose.
And this brings us to a moment of reflection, right here with this verse from Psalm 19. It makes you think, it's not just about what we say, but also about how we say it. How can the sound, the tone, the very rhythm of our words make them more pleasing, more beautiful? Because, whether we're crafting a poem or just talking to a friend, the goal is really the same. The point of learning things isn't just to be smart or sound clever. The real goal is to use what you know to make good choices. Choices that help people, that build them up, instead of tearing them down.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to chew on. What's the point of having a brilliant mind if it doesn't lead to a peaceful one? And maybe that's the real music we should all be trying to create. Thanks for digging into this with me today.